Timberwolves continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Randle with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Outside Conley. Back to McDaniel. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Bridges misses.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Here's Anunoby. Good on the triple.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Pass to Conley. Randle outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 6. The 3. The Knicks pull it in. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now, Brunson. Out to the wing. Here's Towns. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaden McDaniel. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Puts the move on. And there's the bucket as Brunson finishes it off.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Edwards. Robinson with the block. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
The good run they have going right now, the momentum is huge.
And it's Towns penetrating. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. The Knicks leading by 6. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. Left side, Towns. 5 on the clock. Dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. On defense, the Knicks. Outside, Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Timberwolves trail by 8. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
There's a screen by Robinson. To the paint. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing. His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The Timberwolves shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Timberwolves making a switch here.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Looking to end his cold spell, and Edwards with the stuff.
My, oh my, did he ever flush that one hard?
Making a big-time statement. And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle. And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Number 4. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark left side. Down low. Here's Reed. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First team foul. That free throw missing. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Spins to the middle. Here's Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that.
For New York, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A 3 for DiVincenzo. That misses, and he's 0 for 4. And here's Towns. Inside, Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Oh, what a feed right there. Townsend's vision is really off the charts.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Brunson. And here is DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
And Randall throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
1:29 left to play here in the second quarter. Bridges shot. Good.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. New York leading by 11. Pass to Hukporti to the inside. Now here's Payne. To the paint. A shot by Hukporti, no good. Right side, Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Randall with the ball. 5 to shoot. Conley with the 3. That shot off the mark. Here's Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Down low. Gobert pulls it in. Edwards looking it over. No good from outside. Here's Hart. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the New York Knicks going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Outside, Edwards. Oh, that's blocked. Hart with it. Still yet to score. Pops in the layup for 2. Hart's got the first points to start out the third quarter for New York.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here is Edwards. 6 points for him. Stolen away. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Back to Bridges. Here's Hakordi. And the layup's good off the glass. Hakordi's got his first 2 points.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. Achiuwa's got himself on the board with 3 there. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
New York moving it around. And it's good for 2. And the Knicks lead by 12.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up. Poor decision there to heave the ball so far down the court. I mean, there's plenty of better places to go with it.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way
out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Inside, Bridges. Pass to Hart. Here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss. Bridges outside. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Shot clock at 5. Fades back. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 12. From downtown, and Anthony Edwards hits from deep. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Minnesota making some changes. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Minot from deep.
And good defense from Towns. He's a big-time shot blocker, and that reputation can scare shooters.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Towns.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Right side Towns. Here's Brunson with the drive. Makes it off the glass. And now a 12-point Knicks lead. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. New York ahead. They lead by
46.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Pass to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. And that's now 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Clark. Here's Garza. Defended by Towns. Anunoby comes with the double team. Stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. It's picked off. One-on-one fast break. Now, Alexander Walker. Towns with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Back to Hart. Right side Towns. Not going to go that time. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's Clark with the jam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important. Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Reed misses. The Knicks leading by 15. Anunoby outside. And here's Brunson outside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
On the wing, Anunoby. Here's Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. And then Anunoby slams it in.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. That's good from Anunoby. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Brunson outside. Pass to Towns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 5 points now in the quarter.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Edwards, no good. The Knicks lead by 18. Brunson has a two-pointer. And rebounded by McDaniels. Edwards with it. Hard covering. Edwards can't hit. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
No one near Conley as he lets it go.
Mike Conley
gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Down low. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for New York.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Mitchell Robinson.
Well, the defense he played is what jumps out to me. Did a fantastic job to bother shooters, and he's got the blocks to show for it.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 17. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Towns in the corner. New York missing again. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Driving the lane. And finished off by Edwards. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And both free throws good for Brunson. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Towns. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Brunson with a clean look. Nailed from three-point land. And the Knicks lead by 16. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brunson outside. New York with a new 14. Six to shoot. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper.
Knicks lead 68.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Even early on.
I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a posse. We're cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that sad to say, but you know I mastered. do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beat can your feathers up. Have a when shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. Remember? No, you ain't love me. But tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fish. Hurt, man. I had to cut off my sisters. Almost on a fanny, blitz me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with caution. When I'm mad, I got an attitude like Steve Austin. My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small loft. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. Trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in there, and trying to give me 1,000 sneaker money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? A fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in Ibiza. Maybe on the road with Albie, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy. Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach, that's regular homies doing. When you up, they start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. You probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. I had to fight 100 demons just to get to this paper. Sneak this and I ain't tripping, we gon' get what you later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close, get sad when you both pop. Thought assuming.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Philadelphia 76ers come in for this one. Home court advantage goes to the Mavericks playing here in the American. Airlines Center. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Maxey, following the score by Dallas. Oubre, no one around him. Off target from outside.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Pass to Christie. Back to Davis. 6 to shoot. And they double up Davis. And a wide open look for Irving. Offensive rebound. And it's Davis missing. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Back to Oubre. Here's Grimes. The 76ers with another miss. And it's Davis with the ball for the Mavericks. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 6 points.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now, here's Oubre. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Embiid. Trying to get something going. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Paul George grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 3. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
The shot's good from Christie.
Well, I don't think Klay Thompson gets enough credit for his overall game. He is a great scorer, but that's a pretty pass.
Now, here's Maxey. He has yet to score. Embiid. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 8 points.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Oubre outside. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Gafford. Embiid, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here is Davis. 8 points for him.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
And Embiid drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Dallas leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Gafford. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's his passing.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I like how they work the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between information and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Pass to Embiid. To the inside. The kick outside to Butler. 2 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. Abusele can't hit. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. Washington. Trying to get open is Davis. And it's Washington missing. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Pass to McCain. Off target from three-point range. Dallas leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Now Lively for 3. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Dallas Mavericks can please their home crowd. Now here's James. Len. And the dunk by Len.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And Clark for the Lakers. The last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
And the call will be against Bronny James. That is his first foul of the game. Irving double team. Here's Gafford. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. Now, Coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, that means LeBron will be getting all of their attention. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Davis, following the bucket by the Lakers. And finished off by LeBron.
Never gets old seeing LeBron explode off the floor like that.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Gafford.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
And James gets it to go.
And already with an NBA body, Bronny battling down low.
Pass to Dinwiddie. And here is Gafford. Shot to stop the run. And Gafford throws it down.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Glenn, a screen. Here's James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got his second basket.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And again, Dallas turns it over.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Dallas making a switch here. Tries from 10. High, arcing shot. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
1:51 left here in the first quarter. Lively with the screen. Floats one up. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie is very dependable at serving his teammates on the court. Seems like a natural leader.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Good on the shot.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Marshall gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. they've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Lakers leading by 10. Outside, James. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Assist goes to
displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Finney Smith. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Irving drives in. Pass to Washington. It could go. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Gafford. To the inside. Here's Washington. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A steal. Finney Smith with it. Picked up by Thompson. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball, but I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
5 on the clock. Here's Davis. Len grabs the board.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
LeBron goes on the attack.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Like I get a like Aaron, I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. The hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like goat. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lane. Tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stained, I'm Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the set in them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when the got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off and you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. Now I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I been, I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly, with a watch 250 and a so silly. Yeah.
Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Pass to Embiid. Yes, it's good. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Soft touch off the glass. Doncic has got 5 now.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Now here's Oubre. Now Embiid. Shot clock at 3. Got it. Good job in the low post.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the stats, they back that up.
Now, here is James. And the basket by Hachimura.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Here's Embiid. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
Woo, throw it down, big man. You got to love seeing Embiid rise up and just throw it down.
Pass to Hachimura. Releases from 15. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Now Philadelphia with it. They trail by 1. Here's Embiid. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Doncic on the wing. To the inside. And it's Hachimura missing. Now here's Maxey. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
And here's Doncic outside. Offensive rebound. Oh, George with a steal. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Down low. Here's Oubre. Back to George. It's stolen by James. The open shot by Reeves. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Sixers lead by 4. Pass to George. .119 left to play in the first. Now Maxey. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Lakers trail by 4. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Now here's Maxey. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Hachimura outside. Back to Doncic. Pass to connect. From behind the arc. Kicks it to Doncic. Tries again. And there's the drive. Good work defensively by Drummond. Outside Oubre. Here's Drummond. For 3, George. On target from range. George has got 5 now.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And that concludes a back and forth, high-scoring first. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Maxey. Off the left rim and out. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Ball stolen. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. And he dunks it down.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overwhelms the defense when the break is on.
And there's James from the arc. LeBron fires and hits a 3.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Screen by Embiid. Maxey. LeBron with the rebound. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Los Angeles making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. James, right side. Good on the 13-footer. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
Just a master of the mid-range. Look, LeBron James, he knows how to get to his spots and knock down the shots.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
Just 2 to shoot. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. The Sixers leading. Lowry surveys the D. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Inside. Back to James. Launches a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hachimura sets a screen. Doncic outside. Back to Hachimura. There's the triple. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's Bona. Second chance effort. Kicks it to George. Puts up a 3. Doncic grabs the miss. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. An opportunity now for them to get back on top.
Yeah, they've kept it within arm's length. Now they need to make a play.
Doncic on the wing. Hachimura sets a screen. On the wing, Hachimura. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. A minute 4 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Oubre.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Oh, George with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Back to Lowry. Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. George has got 7 points in the game. Pass to Hachimura. From downtown. The Lakers with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Reeves. Back to Doncic. Hachimura sets a screen. Doncic with it. Here's James. Oh, LeBron sending it home.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's George. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
Clock is at 3. And the basket by Hachimura.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Here's Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Rui Hachimura. An MVP in this league, Richard. Joel Embiid. Is there any way to slow this guy down?
The answer, no, B.A. There is no way to slow him down. He's got the unique ability of size, skill, athleticism. You name it, he's got it.
And Embiid drops them both. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's George. Can't connect from short range. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 1-point game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning the title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie. Has to connect. From deep. The rebound by Embiid. Close game here in Philadelphia. Gordon outside. Launches it. The Sixers again can't hit. Doncic outside. Let's go with a 3. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Once again for your 76ers youth dance team.
And as defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring, Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes. Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Pass to James. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Here's Hachimura. Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
Here's Drummond. The shot that time not on target. Hachimura with the defensive effort. To the paint. Oh, my goodness. How about that?
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to review the game plan. And here are the Sixers now, trailing by 5. Outside Maxey. Pass to Drummond. Embiid. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. Embiid's got 14 points.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
Knocks it down from distance. And the Lakers lead by 6.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Kicks it to Doncic. James deciding where to go with it. Double team on James. Pass to Hachimura. And here's Doncic outside. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. For 3, Gordon. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Down low. Here's Drummond. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Give the defender credit.